Welcome everyone, I'm your host Sue, and today we are excited to kickstart our new podcast series initiative, shining a spotlight on customer success stories in various industries. So today in this episode, we will talk about the special collaboration between two industry pioneers, MedKlinn and Mark's Food Solutions. Joining us, we have Mark, the Managing Director of Mark's Food Solutions, and Daniel, Chief Technology and Innovation Officer from MedKlinn. Together, we'll explore how these experts are addressing challenges through the innovative use of technology, and specifically, we're going to dive into the importance of food safety with the use of ozone water in the food industry. So let's get started. Mark, can you share how this collaboration between MedKlinn and Mark's Food actually began?
Good question. Okay, there's two parts to this. One is based on a bit of history. One of my classmates, in fact, the dad brought in the household unit of ozone water machine way back, and he shared with us, and I find it was really, really amazing based on the technology that it was doing. It was just duplicating how nature cleanses itself, but by creating an O3 in that sense. So during thunderstorm where oxygens are split into a single O, it will merge with another O, it becomes O3, and it rains down and the world cleanses. So that so-called approach was something intrigued me for the longest time in that sense. And be it in the food industry for more than 24 years right now, and running a food manufacturing plant which we produces sauces and gravies and all for the food service industry, and in food safety, it's top of the priority, right? So it's always in me in that sense to see how we could apply this technology into the food industry application. So one day, so this is like part 2 of it, how did MedKlinn come into the picture, was my partner got me a car unit, what do you call that?
The Auto Plus.
The Auto Plus ozone, and like, wow, this whole thing gave a flashback and say that, look, this is something which I could approach them and see whether could we collaborate and work. And I contacted MedKlinn. And the next thing we met up, and we have the topic of discussion, and we came into this partnership to further explore and to see how we could actually truly implement the execution of ozone into the food industry application. So there are a few parts to this. Definitely, we are beginning with the cleaning part of it, which I think is crucial. Which ozone into water, subsequently there will be also ozone and air, and also into application of water treatment, So this ozone technology, like I said, will add a lot of value into the safety perspective, and we hope these studies that we do together and the results that we have, we are able to share, together with the public.
Oh wow, that's interesting. I mean, I know Auto Plus provides protection, but I didn't know that it actually connects people as well. That's a good sharing, Mark. Okay, Daniel, could you explain how does the ozone water system actually works?
So basically, the ozone water system, powered by Fusion technology, basically turns your water into a powerful, safe disinfectant. And the Fusion technology basically infuses ozone into the water, where it generates a very powerful disinfectant. And by doing so, the ozone water is able to kill the pathogens, all kinds of pathogens, from bacteria, fungus to viral. And ozone actually is not new. It has a very long history of since 1800. And it was started by using ozone for disinfecting water for drinking purposes. And in the year of 2001, the FDA in the US has actually approved ozone to be used in the food industry. And I think that's where the application of ozone in the food industry have gained a lot of momentum. So that's what Fusion technology has developed, the ozone water, for that purpose.
That's impressive, turning your water into a powerful disinfectant. Okay, Mark, can you share with us some of the improvements that you have seen in your facility right after using this ozone water system?
I think there are multiple perspectives. Number one is being in the food industry. Food safety, it's the primary part. But to achieve that, definitely there are multiple things that we need to look into. Apart from the structural design, there's always the training of your employees and all. And there's always a huge gap in that sense that assuring that your people actually does the proper sanitization and all, which formerly in a traditional form we would use either sanitizing liquid and so forth. And be it in this area, it's something that we are pretty unsure. Hence having the ozone water in place, it would naturally sanitize anything that it comes in contact with. And the good part, I believe, in this sense, why we're implementing this primary also, it's that right after sanitizing, you do not need to pre-rinse and all. So I think that gives that so-called peace of mind in sense of the operation. Apart from that peace of mind perspective, I think it's also definitely the ease of usage. Currently, I think what we have done together, we have installed the ozone generator for the water supply. So everything between the facility that we use to wash down, including the food produce, also sense of the equipments and all that we rinse through are definitely sanitized in that area perspective, without much additional work that we need to take a sanitizing liquid to clean. The other area also, I think there will be also improvement in sense of cost. Sense of operating costs and all, also that we could stay away from chemical products and all. I think this will be also in line with the whole ESG direction also, which is more environmental friendly perspective. So I think that there are more values to all this. But under this collaboration, we are still doing a lot of studies together, to see the application and also coming up with more results of the impact that it would change. So that's one of the area that's why we did this collaboration to go into. Perhaps there's also other areas that we would explore. I think next would be definitely the air part environment of it, and also later on will be the area of where the wastewater treatment exploration, and see how could we further test and perhaps develop into sense of application to these areas.
Absolutely. Touching on ESG, it's in trend, which is focusing on the shift towards sustainable practices. And taking into consideration on your sharing, Mark, on the improvements, the adoption of sustainable solutions like MedKlinn Ozone Water is a win-win for business and the environment. To both of you, what advice would you give to other businesses in the food industry considering MedKlinn O3 Hydro Ozone Water System?
I think basically, as I mentioned earlier, ozone water has been, it's been used for many decades, and the important is about understanding the ozone water properties and how do you actually apply into the industry. And this is where I think the collaboration between Mark's Food and MedKlinn is to show that with good understanding, we are able to use this technology to enhance the food industry in the perspective of using a non-chemical solution, where it is important for environmental sustainability. So this is an area that I think if we can share more to the food industry players, it will help them to look at alternative, as there's a huge movement that we know now where the demand for non-chemical solutions being looked at more seriously, and of course even from the government policies and regulation, there's more towards environmentally chemical-free solution. So I believe it's the right timing that Mark has foresee this coming up and taking the initiative to be one of the first in the industry to apply it, and also hopefully through this process of collaboration to help the industry understand that it can be done, and the benefit is no lesser than what the current practices are.
I think just to add to what Daniel's saying also, perhaps based on the ozone technology, it's something natural in a way. Like said, instead of all this chemical-based kind of approach, and be it in food, like said again, having anything natural would be the right way to go. This collaboration, like I say, it's so much more for us to actually work together to also perhaps come up with more results, to be the example for other so-called food service play in the market and all to adopt. So we hope that as we proceed ahead and all, we would share more informations and results that we gather. That the rest also perhaps could also follow through to implement into their businesses. So like I said, thank you, Daniel, for that whole collaboration, working ahead and looking forward to explore further into this ozone technology and application in the food industry.
Yeah, I think it's a win-win for both parties. Really, Medklinn also learning a lot from Mark's Food, the operational challenges and how we actually use technology to help. We can't just do it alone, and I think this is again the importance of working together. Understanding each other's operation, understanding the technology and how we do it, and going through the process of optimizing it.
Well said, both of you. Thank you, Mark and Daniel, for sharing this incredible collaboration with us. And so, listeners, thank you for joining us too. Stay tuned for our next episode where we will explore the application of Ozone Water System in detail. Until next time, bye!